Our daily burst of joy is taken from Psalm 60, verse 12, and it says this: With God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies. This is a great encouragement for us. We have a lot of enemies, a lot of foes. We have lots that come up against us. We have those who influence us in this world in a negative way. We have our own sinful flesh, and we also have the devil and all his demons. So there's a lot against us. And then there's people just in general that sometimes just we have to deal with them and tolerate them, all of us. And we aren't perfect ourselves, but God promises that those who are, I'm going to say, quote, with him, it's not just someone who is a fan of Jesus. It's not someone who just calls on him when they're in trouble. He's talking about followers of him, those who have put their faith in him as their Lord and as their Savior. They're followers of Jesus. They've been saved from eternal condemnation. They are with God, and with God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies. Now, it's not saying particularly that only those that are followers of Jesus that God will help. He can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. But I do know for a fact that as a follower of Jesus, he promises in many other scriptures that he will take care of his children. He says he's faithful to strengthen and protect us from the evil one. So we have that guarantee. So if you don't know Jesus as your Savior, that's the first step. But make today the day that you seek Jesus with all of your heart and ask him to reveal his truth to you and your need for salvation if you haven't put your faith in him. If you have, that is wonderful, because now you have God's protection. You have his Spirit living inside you, and he does not let anything touch you unless he allows it. Sometimes he allows it because sometimes hardships will help us to grow. So sometimes he allows things that are difficult in our lives. I know that very well, unfortunately. But seriously, with God we gain the victory, and he tramples down our enemies. And that means that we will always be protected, and nothing can touch us unless he allows it. And even when he allows it, he's always right there to help us through it, to guide us through it, to empower us through it, and again, to protect us through it. And he gives us everything we need for this life. So that's the benefit and the awesomeness of God. Now, live in the joy of Jesus today.